Africa has been disadvantaged by the way we were taught about spirits. And so many of the activities that we undertake it in anticipation that there will be certain results with regard to spirit. So when someone is going to church, the person expects certain results. When somebody is going to the mosque, to the shrine, wherever, the person expects certain results. But I want to talk much more about the church and how our knowledge of what spirits do and what spirits do not do has affected Christians so badly that the shape of our economic situation in Africa is the way it is. The truth of the matter is that spirits don't do things for people. And I want to repeat myself. Spirits don't do things for people, but rather spirits help people to do things. I hear people mention about the Western world that they are not into religion. Of course, they are not into religion, they are into spirituality. Because spirituality is what religion is supposed to have attained. I was in a company recently doing a risk assessment for them. And I climbed to the 7th tower of one of their machines. And from that height, I could see the entire compound. It was at that height that I saw an altar that has been built in the company. And that is what was. So I was discussing it with one senior man of mine, and he told me that when they finished building the factory, before they commenced it, he was asked to buy a python and a chicken. And they use it for some ritual to open up for the factory to start operating. I'm talking about something that I know myself. And this company is not a Ghanaian company. So who tells you that the Western world does not understand spirituality? But the difference is that in as much as that is in the demonic realm, believers have not been oriented in the way to understand the work of spirits. There are things spirits do, there are things spirits will not do. And so I want to attempt to bring clarity on why we have put so much expectation on spiritual things with very little results. There is the need to understand how things work. So I say again that spirits do not do things for people, but spirits help people to do things. Now let me read this scripture so that you get something. Psalm 121, verse 1. It said, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence shall my help come from? Verse 3, my help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. One of the things that any spirit will do for a human being is to give the person help. A spirit will not go and carry a house and put it down and say, come, this is your house. A spirit will not let you wake up and see money manifest in your room. It doesn't work. It has never worked. A spirit will not just suddenly let a car appear that he has given you a car. It doesn't work that way. And unfortunately, we've been told that God will do it. God will do it. So all we know is God will do it. Spirits don't do things like that. God is spirit. That is the background from which I keep using the word spirit. So God does not do things like that. If you ask God for a house, if you ask God for a husband, for a child, for whatever you ask God for, He is not going to manufacture the thing to appear in the rest of the physical as you expect it. It won't work that way. There are many things that we have left for God to do that is not God's responsibility, that God will not do. And so the first thing I want you to know that any spirit will do for you is to give you help. Our God gives help. He sends us help. Anything you want to do, God helps. That is his part of the deal. And how does He send this help? He sends it in the form of ideas. He sends it in the form of opportunities. He sends it in the form of inspiration, and even the talent that He has given to us. So God bless you. I'll continue in the next 5 minutes.